What's up, loves, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, karibu sana. If it's your second time here tuning in, welcome and welcome back. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for locking in. Thank you guys for coming back to my channel and watch me. So guys, on today's video, I'll be telling you guys reasons why I decided to relocate to Canada. As you guys know, I am from Kenya. Okay, my wrist is selling me out. My wrist doesn't want suspense. Equal like tulikuwa Kenya. So I relocated from Kenya to Canada in 20th December. So I'll be telling you guys reasons for relocating, why I decided to relocate, what happened and all that. And if you guys actually feel like you want more content on relocating, how to relocate, how to go about it, the papers that you need, you can also comment down below. I will also be taking you guys through it. So without further ado, let's get into the video, guys. If you see me here, if you see me looking at this, I'm taking some hot water, and if you see me looking this way, I have my points written down over here. I'm doing this video in the bathroom, guys. It's holiday seasons. There's family, there's kids, people are making noise, people are dancing, and I was like, you know what, I say 2025 I must post a video every day. So you know what, I need to do it. If it's in there, if it's wherever it is, I'm going to record the video. So how are you guys? Happy New Year! Happy New Year! In our culture, we say bon année. Oh no, I think bon année is French. I don't know. But as we grew up saying bon année. So what do you guys say? So without further ado, guys, let's get into the video. The first reason why I wanted to relocate from Meru, not necessarily Meru, from Kenya to Canada was fresh start. Guys, I was tired. I got tired of Meru to begin with. Okay, I wanted to stay and finish my school, but the opportunity came way earlier than I expected, and I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Okay. I was like, you know what? I already have my other degree, so I'm like, it doesn't really matter. But okay, guys, I'll also stay tuned, because I'll also be telling you if I'm if the degree that I have in Catholic University, if I'm actually using it here in Canada. Keep in tune. Make sure you keep up with my videos, because I'll be giving you guys content after content. I have ideas for days. So one, I was tired of Meru, to be specific. I was like, okay, I got bored with the environment. I feel like I'm a person who gets tired with an environment. I got tired of the same routine: wake up, go to school, I didn't go to school every day, or sometimes I even had classes online, which made it even worse when I had classes online, because I used to be stuck indoors. I didn't have a lot to do, because the only time I used to go out is when I was with my brother, but when my brother was with his girlfriend, I was like, okay, I was just indoors. But I also didn't like to go out. So one reason is a fresh start. I felt like I really needed a fresh start. I wanted like a fresh start where people don't know someone that I've been with. That was also one thing. Everyone knew I was with this person, and it was just too messy for me. Fresh start where no one knew me. Fresh start where you can build up a character that you want. You can version yourself into what you want. So I wanted a fresh start. That's it. Another point why I relocated is new environment, guys. Aside from, okay, guys, I've grown up in Nairobi, into other places, but I've only known two places, and that's it. That's Rongai and Meru. And in Meru, I was tired of the environment, because Meru is a small town. It's not si kama Nairobi. Unajua Nairobi kuna vitu mingi. In Nairobi, Kenya, there is a lot of places, there's a lot of action happening, but I don't know. But anytime I also went to Nairobi, I was like, okay, it's too much for me. I don't know if you can explain. If you have ever been to an up country, then you come to the city, you'll be like, okay, this place, it's fun, but then after some time you'll be like, okay, it's too much for me. I can't deal with the pressure, I can't deal with the lifestyle. So I wanted a new environment, and I didn't want to go back to Nairobi, because I had planned, okay, if their program had not worked, I was like, okay, I'll come back to Nairobi around Vika and stay there, and stay there now, and settle my life there after school. But one of the other reasons why I pushed for Canada, it's Kabisa. It was like I felt like I got tired. I got tired of the same environment. I got tired of the same people. I got tired of the same routine, of the same food. I felt like, okay, this is not what I want. I wanted something new. Like, like here, everything is new to me. I don't know where or who. I don't know, like, the things to do. So I was like, okay, I need that something to keep me busy. So thank God did it for me. So new environment. Another reason why I decided to relocate was me to start my YouTube channel. I felt like, okay, one, I don't want to start my YouTube channel in Kenya. At the same time, I was like, okay, I don't want the people that I'm around to see me. I don't know if it makes sense. The people that I grew around with to see me, they better see me on when I'm far on the YouTube channel, but not to meet me and be like, hey Hakiza, now I see you on YouTube. I was like, oh, okay, no. So I also wanted to start my YouTube channel, but I did not want to start it in Kenya. That's why as soon as we not landed, okay guys, I'm exaggerating. As soon as we settled, I was like, I told my sister, and she was like, you know what, you have been saying you want to start a YouTube channel for the longest time. So why don't you just start it? And I was like, okay, for first. In the first few days, I was like, okay, I'll wait to buy a camera. I'll wait, and settle up a nice place where I'll be doing my sit downs. I had these big plans, guys. But my sister was like, no, just start the way you are, then you'll upgrade pole. So that's the third reason. I wanted to be free to start my YouTube channel. I felt like I wanted to do it in a different country or in a different environment. I didn't want to be confined in Meru, because even my house was small. It wasn't giving, guys. Guys, when you are doing something and you're like, no, this is not giving. It's not giving what it's supposed to give. I can do more. So I was like, no, I will not start it till I'm ready. Okay, guys, the next point is be free to express God's glory. Hallelujah. 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 Okay, guys, be free to express God's glory. When I say this point, I don't mean that I wasn't able to express God's glory in Kenya or anything. Actually, people already knew that. Most of the people that knew me, they knew me as a God's child or whatever, kuokoka or whatever, but si kuokoka ile ya kushinda church, if you know, you know. But I felt like the people that you have gone out with, the people that you have spent in another lifestyle with, they will not understand when you be like, okay guys, I've shifted to this other side. Not that I'm not going out. Guys, you can invite me. Guys, make sure you invite me, okay? If you're in Canada, please invite me. No, but what I mean was, I didn't want, for me it didn't make sense for me to do that transition and express that transition on my YouTube channel, especially if the people that you have been with in this other lifestyle are still there. I felt that's why it's coming back to the new environment, new start. When I come here and say 1, 2, 3, and I meet someone and be like 1, 2, 3, they'll know me for that. But if you knew me for something else, and if you knew me from another lifestyle, you'll be like, okay, no, it's a lie. People will just have something to say, and I didn't want that for myself. That's why that's another reason why I felt like relocating was important, and that's why I pushed it. My fifth reason was work. I know, guys, that should have been the top of my reasons, but no, work is the fifth reason why I wanted to relocate. I felt like in Kenya, of course, hakuna kazi, guys. We all know there's no work in Kenya. That okay, there's work, but there's no work. If you know, you know. So I felt like I needed to work. I felt like I was, oh sorry guys, I felt like I needed to work. I was 25. I'm 25 yet still, but I felt like okay, my ears are going. I now need to be in the work environment. When I go and look at the work environment and be like, this is not what really I'm talking about. This is not the amount of salary that I want to be paid, the value that I give. I'm not going to school for 2 degrees for this salary. It was a lot of stress in my head, and I was like, okay guys, there's a lifestyle that you want, that someone wants personally, and for me that wasn't the lifestyle that I wanted. So it was stressing me up, and I was like, okay, let me add another degree. But even after the other degree, which I didn't finish, guys, by the way, I was like, okay, no. So that's why it even became more important for me to want to relocate to Canada, because I felt like, I need a better place where at least even if I go to work, the salary is salary, the math is mathing, Then thank God it worked out for me. The glory be to God. Another reason I wanted to relocate was finally settling, no confusions. Guys, this discussion of relocating had been in our home for about 2 years, or more than 2 years, I'm not sure, but I think it was in our home for about 2 years, and it was stressing me. I was like, okay, do I settle here? Do I get do I want to engage in a relationship now or later? If I engage in a relationship now, are they going to call me and be like, you know what, you need to come? If I didn't want to drag myself and put someone else to be with someone else, and later come and be like, I want to go, I need to go. I felt like it was too much heartache and too much damage, though. So I felt like I needed actually to settle and know if I'm relocating, I relocate, and love will find me where I am. And guys, if you're my man over there, comment, inbox me. Inbox. Anyway, so I felt like, jokes aside guys, I felt not just in a relationship side, I felt like even mentally I needed now to settle, because I was almost done with school, and I also needed to know, okay, what's happening now after school? Am I going to go to Thika? What's the plan? Am I joining my masters? Because I needed to settle my mind, because the discussion was there. As I told you guys, the discussion for relocating was there for a long time, and I felt like it's something that needed to be addressed. So the next point goes in conjunction with the last point, no confusion. That's parents at rest. I felt like especially my dad, it was a discussion that was in our house, as I had told you guys. So I was like, you know what, this thing needs to happen for also my dad to rest. The discussion is, guys, when the discussion is repeated, so you're like, okay, can this thing happen so that we move on to the next thing? If we move on, yani tusonge mbele. So I'm glad that it actually happened. So now my parents are at rest with that discussion. Then the last point is chance to create our own future. By our own future, I mean me and my siblings. So I felt like in Kenya, back to the point of there's no work, there's no money. Before you get to a level of buying or whatever, you need to build up so many steps. I felt like and because of our papers, I felt like, okay, it's going to take a really long time. They are going to drag it out. You get paid how much, the rent is how much, the lifestyle that you want, that's not the lifestyle. So I was like, okay, we actually need this, because we have a chance to create our own future, me and my siblings, because here it's just about your hard work. How willing are you able to go? How hard, no, how how hard can you grind? If you can grind harder, you get more money. So there's no one that's gatekeeping you. But in Kenya, I felt like there was a lot of gatekeeping. The jobs were connection, the jobs are corruption, and you couldn't go further if you didn't have connection, and that was also harder for us. So I'm glad that it happened to us. And it's not about bragging, guys, it's all about God's glory, because God has won it for us. That's the last point, guys, and that concludes the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you feel like there's another point that maybe if you relocated, or maybe there's a reason why you want to relocate, you can also comment down on the description below. Let me know, let us engage, guys. And if you also want videos on how to relocate, on what we went about, on the papers and everything that they ask you, guys, you can also comment and let me know, and I'll do a video about it. Otherwise, guys, thank you for watching till the end of the video. Happy New Year, and Happy New Year, and bye, loves.